Idealism in philosophy of education, aims of education, curriculum of education, method of education, role of teacher, criticisms for Odisha B.Ed Education Honours. Idealism in philosophy of education, 16 marks. Introduction. Idealism is one of the oldest philosophies in education. It asserts that ideas, mind, and spirit are the fundamental realities, while the material world is secondary. Prominent idealist philosophers include Plato, Socrates, Kant, Hegel, and Swami Vivekananda. Idealism emphasizes the development of the intellectual, moral, and spiritual nature of a child over physical development. Education is considered a process of unfolding the inner potential of an individual. 1. Aims of education in idealism. Idealists believe that education should help individuals achieve self realization and understand eternal truths. The main aims include A. Self realization. The highest aim of education helps an individual realize the divine potential within themselves. B. Development of personality. Education should nurture the intellectual, moral, and aesthetic aspects of personality. C. Moral and spiritual development. Education should cultivate values like truth, beauty, goodness, honesty, and integrity. Moral character is considered more important than vocational skills. D. Intellectual development. Emphasizes the development of the mind and reasoning abilities. Encourages deep thinking and contemplation. E. Preservation and transmission of culture. Education should pass on cultural and philosophical heritage to the next generation. 2. Curriculum of education in idealism. Idealists design the curriculum to nurture the mind and soul. A. Emphasis on humanities. Subjects like philosophy, literature, history, art, ethics, and religion are prioritized. These subjects help learners connect with higher ideals. B. Spiritual and moral education. Curriculum includes moral stories, scriptures, biographies of great personalities. C. Mental and intellectual subjects. Mathematics, logic, and sciences may be included, but mainly to sharpen intellect. D. Aesthetic development. Music, fine arts, and poetry are included to develop a sense of beauty and emotional refinement. E. No vocational or technical bias. Practical or technical subjects are given low priority as they serve only material needs. 3. Method of education in idealism. The idealist method encourages dialogue, reflection, and personal growth. Key methods include A. Socratic method, dialectic method. Question and answer method to stimulate critical thinking. Learners arrive at truth through guided dialogue. B. Lecture method. Commonly used to explain philosophical and abstract ideas. C. Discussion and debate. Encourages intellectual exchange and clarification of thoughts. D. Learning by imitation. Students are encouraged to emulate great personalities and ideal role models. E. Introspection and meditation. Inner reflection is promoted for moral and spiritual growth. F. Discipline through self-control. Emphasizes internal discipline based on moral values rather than external punishment. 4. Role of teacher in idealism. Teacher is seen as a moral guide, philosopher, and role model. Teacher plays a central role in shaping the character and intellect of the learner. Teaching is considered a noble mission, not just a profession. 5. Criticism of idealism. Too abstract and impractical in modern, science-based society. neglects physical and vocational education, may be elitist, focusing more on philosophy than on practical skills. Less focus on individual differences and learner centered approaches. Conclusion. Despite criticisms, idealism has greatly influenced educational thought, especially in terms of values, character education, and the role of the teacher. It reminds us that education is not just about earning a living but about developing a meaningful life with truth, beauty, and goodness at its core.